Hi guys, welcome back. What we're going to be doing today is running through a quick overview of how to plan a birthday party. Now, with a lot of more, seasoned and experienced event planners, this will come very, very natural to you. If you're a very organized person, again, it's going to come really, really natural. Um, I think personally that having some kind of event planning experience will help you in every stage of your life. And if you think about it, throughout the course of our life, we're always planning events, whether it's birthday parties, christenings, our children's parties, weddings, engagements, funerals, absolutely everything. We're continually planning events throughout the course of our life, even nights out with friends. Going to festivals, going on holidays. These are all events and significant milestones within our life. Without all of these events, you wouldn't have any experience and any memories. So they play a massive, massive part of our life. So this is the reason why I'm so passionate about the event planning industry. But yeah, getting into that. So how to plan a birthday party. This is what we're going to be covering today. Organising a birthday party requires several essential steps. Some of you will be very familiar with these. Like I said, if you're an experienced event planner, if not, it will be quite new to you. These include selecting things like a suitable date, establishing your budget. You don't want to overspend, be skinned for the rest of the month. But on the other, side of the coin, you don't want to, not spend too much. You can't just have all of your family and your aunties and uncles sat there with a sausage roll between them. So it's really important to establish the right budget, choosing the right theme. If you're thinking about a theme, a beaver theme, a kids party theme, superheroes, etc., etc. Purchasing decorations, booking entertainment, picking the right venue. We can definitely help with that. Obviously, being a venue finding agency, head over to venuelive.co.uk. Quick plug there. We can also help with obviously the catering, the drinks. And we're also going to cover how to create the guest list and some tools as well to help you to create that guest list, just to show you're organised and you know who's coming, etc. Plan the birthday party for a friend or a family member. It's a really, really super exciting time, but it's also comes with a lot of responsibility. You want everybody there at that particular event to have an amazing time. And the only way to do that is by being super organised and make sure that you've got all of your ducks in order. If you've been assigned a dedicated birthday party planner role for a particular events, sometime we don't want to plan these events, but they're just you need to plan the birthday party this year. That's absolutely fine. We've been planning private and corporate events for over 2 decades, showing our age there. But if you stay organised, you'll find that the event planning process will be really straightforward. It'll be a little bit of a breeze. You will encounter some issues, of course you will. That's comes as standard when you plan an event. But to help me stay on the right track, what we've decided to do is create this birthday party planning guide. It's going to be on YouTube, but also going to pop it on our website as well under how to plan a birthday party if you needed a later date. So again, what we're going to kind of cover, which I've kind of just touched on there, date and time, deciding on your budget, choosing your theme, buy your birthday party decor, booking your entertainment, finding a birthday party venue, birthday party catering, creating your guest list. You don't want anyone want a guest there. Auntie Hilda, who hit you a few years ago, we're not going to invite her. Sending out your invitations as well, massively important, because you don't want an empty dance floor. Choosing the right date and time is massively, massively important. A lot of people might pick the wrong, date. Again, Auntie Hilda, we don't want her there, so we're hoping that her favourite artist is performing at the local arena. But yeah, picking the right date and time, you need to make sure that all of your family, all of your friends, they're going to be available on that particular date. I would try and stay away from kind of main holidays and things like that, and any other significant events like Christmas time, your Christmas Day. You don't want to be planning a birthday party on Christmas Day. The vast majority of venues are going to be shut, obviously. So it's really, really important to pick the right date and time and make sure everybody can attend that particular date. Once you've picked your date and time, the next step in that process is deciding on a budget. Like I said, you don't want to underspend. You want people to have a good time. You need the right entertainment there. You need good catering, a decent venue if you're, having it outside of the house. But making sure that you decide on the right budget is massively, massively important, because again, you don't want to overspend. If you are going to be having it in a venue and you're going to be booking things like DJs and entertainment and stuff like that, the costs can stack up, and they can stack up really, really quickly. So we need to keep an eye on these costs. Which you can do with various pieces of software, or just tools like Google Sheets. There's loads of apps and things like that on the Apple iStore, where you can basically add all of your costs and things like that, and it'll tell you the final amount of what you're going to be spending on the event. So it's massively important to decide on your budget and stick with that. Assess your finances and your figures and how much you can actually spend on the party. Consider what you want to achieve, and what's financially comfortable for you when you're planning this event. Remember, a great party, it doesn't have to be expensive. It really, really doesn't. If you've got, some family members that, can put on a good buffet, utilize them, get them involved in the actual planning process. If you've got a cousin that's a really really good DJ, get them in, get them to DJ for the day. The actual party itself doesn't need to be that expensive. Divide your budget once you have a total budget, and divide it into categories like venue, food and drink, decorations, entertainment. If you feel you spend a little bit too much on the food side of things, you might want to move that over to the entertainment and vice versa. Allocate a portion of your budget to each individual category. Massively, massively important. What I would also advise doing is creating a contingency fund. Set aside around about 10 to 15% of your budget for any unexpected expenses. This will help you stay within budget if something unexpected comes up. There's many ways to save money when it comes to plan the party. Consider making your own decorations. Use digital invitations. Again, there's loads of software out there where you can invite people via email. Use something like MailChimp. I think your first 2,000 emails that you can send is completely free of charge. So as long as you've got all of your attendees' email addresses, text them, get their email addresses, set up a WhatsApp group. You can send out digital invitations. Massively, massively important, and it'll help you save on cost. You could also co-host the party with a friend if they share a particular date with one of your family members. Some people like doing this, some people don't. I'm not a massive fan of that. But yeah, if you want to split the cost and try and keep the costs down, share it with someone else. Share the birthday party with someone else. By planning your budget early, you can definitely ensure that you spend your money more wisely. Focus on what's important to you and what you can comfortably afford. This will help you create a fun and stress-free celebration for everybody that's going to be involved on the day. The next step in the process, like I said, and again, a massive plug here. If you're looking for a venue, you're located in Newcastle. We only operate in Newcastle at the minute, but we are going to be moving across the whole of the UK. If you need to find a venue, jump onto our website. You can select the venues via location and also the event type you plan. In this case, birthday party venue. Select the event type, and it'll filter out all of the best venues in your given location, rather than you going direct to 3, 4, 5 venues. Let us do it. We do it. It's completely free of charge as well. So choosing the right birthday party sets the stage for your celebration. Massively, massively important. Again, if you plan the kids' party, there's no point in having it in a nightclub. Vice versa, if you're an adult, you don't want to be having it on a bouncy castle. Actually, some of us do. I wouldn't mind that. To select the appropriate venue, you need to follow these steps. Understand your needs. First, consider the size of your guest list and the nature of your party. A larger gathering and a larger birthday may require a spacious function room, while a smaller, more intimate party, you could host it in a bar or a restaurant, even at home. Theme alignment: ensure that your venue complements your party theme. A lively bar or club could be perfect for an Ibiza theme party, while a private dining area within venues, there's plenty of them, definitely in Newcastle and around the whole of the rest of the UK, could be more appropriate for a small 60th birthday. Location convenience: we don't want it too far out of town. Remember, if you're planning this, it's a family event and they all live within a given location. Try and find a venue within that location. If many guests come from out of town, a venue near a car park is going to be massively important. Transport links or local hotels. This could be for family members, obviously, that are living in different cities. Budget considerations: the cost of a venue, and this just comes through experience of working 15 years within this industry, they can vary significantly in the cost. A lot of the venues might only require a small or even no higher fee. We know a lot of them, so again, get in touch when you're looking for your venue. On the other side of the coin, there are a lot of venues where you might pay £5,000 minimum spend, or have to spend £5,000, or make that up on the day, which can be quite scary if you think about it that way. Especially if you've only got 50 guests there and it's a £5,000 minimum spend. You need to look for a different venue. So it's really, really important to have a look at the costings of the actual venue itself. Like I said, they can vary massively. A lot of the venues do offer package deals for birthday parties. This can include obviously the venue, the catering, decorations, and also your entertainment. So I'll definitely advise looking for venues that do offer that. Again, it's a way of keeping your costs down and within budget. Also think about the facilities within the venue and any accessibility issues. Check what facilities the venue has, on offer. Do they have parking? Do they have restrooms, toilets? Is there a kitchen area? Is there accessibility for disabled guests? Again, massively important. Check availability and book early. This is massively, massively important. We always find that people are coming to us and they're planning a birthday a week before the actual date. The venues aren't going to be available. You need to plan these things, weeks, if not months in advance. So if I'm planning an event in March, I would definitely start looking for a venue in January. It's just to avoid any type of disappointment. It's essential to keep in mind that popular venues are in high demand, like I've just said, and tend to get booked very, very quickly. If you are thinking about planning a party on a weekend, I would even go as far as looking for a venue 4 months in advance. Planning them on a weekend can be a little bit more costly as well, especially if you're an adult looking for a late night venue like a nightclub to hold your event within the nightclub, or a late bar, a late venue before it opens to the general public. Just make sure you're doing your due diligence and finding out exactly what them costings are. What I would also recommend, if you're on the Venue Live platform or you're just looking on Google, whatever, however you want to look at these venues, I would definitely recommend going out to visit the venue in person. A lot of the images on these sites, believe me, I know firsthand, they look really good, but when you actually go to the venue, you might be disappointed. Um, but yeah, just to make you aware of that, definitely arrange a site visit. Just ring the site sales manager at the venue, go down to the venue, and have a good look around. And you can also find out, what amenities they have there and things like that as well. Massively important. Choosing your theme. When choosing the theme for your birthday party, it's important to keep in mind the birthday person's interests. The theme should reflect what they're like, whether it's a sports theme, a movie, historical era, or even a genre of music. So, for example, if you're planning for a teenager, they might want a rave event where they book a couple of MCs, DJs. If it's for an older person who, like the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, have a theme party around Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It could be, a child who loves Superman, could have a Superman theme. Loads and loads of things you can do. It's also important to consider the guests when choosing the theme. While the theme should primarily reflect the birthday person's interests, choosing the theme for the wider audience or all of your attendees, again, it's massively, massively important just to make sure that your guests at the event, they are going to enjoy the day. Once you've chosen the theme, it should be integrated in all aspects of the party. You can include this in the invitations, decorations, entertainment, and even the menu as well. Consistency in the theme enhances the immersive experience on the day of the event. You want people going away from this event, thinking that they had a really, really good time and really looking forward to next year. Massively important. The next step is buying your birthday party decor. If you want things like decorations and things like that, you can use platforms like Amazon. There's loads of local stores, city centre stores, where you can buy birthday party decorations, the likes of the range, etc. Go and visit them, get all your birthday party decor, make sure it aligns with your theme, get that put up prior to the event, a few hours before the event, just to make sure you've got enough and things like that. The next step of the process is booking your entertainment. Now, booking the entertainment, a lot of people get overwhelmed with this side of things. A lot of the entertainment agencies, if you're going to use an agency, they will require you to sign contracts, pay invoices. It can be quite expensive as well. So I would try and look for entertainment that's, again, it's within your budget. Match that entertainment with the theme and also your audience that are coming. Like I said, you don't want to MC and a rave DJ. If your granny's coming to the event, it's not gonna go down too well. Well, depending on what your grandma's like, she might like rave music, but I would definitely recommend booking the entertainment in line with the actual theme of the audience. Select entertainment options that align with your theme and appropriate audience. We've already covered that. For a children's party, entertainers like clowns and magicians work really, really well, or puppeteers work a really, real treat at these type of events. Bouncy castles, trampolines, things like that. A live band, DJ, or even a fun interactive game can really set the right mood, in particular for adults' birthdays. Again, the same with the venue. Early booking popular entertainers is really, really important. They do get booked up well in advance. Entertainers, if you're, for example, we were planning an event not too long ago for a client, and they wanted to book the Kevin and Perry lookalike, and they're fully booked for the next 12 months. So if it is a popular entertainer, make sure that you do book well in advance. Next step in the process is your party menu and the drinks. For me, this is the most important part. I want nice food. I want nice drinks. So when you're planning your party menu and drinks, there's a few things to consider to make sure that your guests enjoy themselves. Think about your guests. Keep in mind what your guests like to eat. If they have any dietary restrictions, massively important. You don't want anybody having to get whisked off to the hospital mid-event. Offer simple options like children's parties, things like sausage rolls. Make sure you've always got things like vegetarian options for the vegans out there, and any gluten-free options where necessary. Again, you can match the party menu and the drinks with the theme. If you've got a theme for your party, try to align the food and drinks with it. For example, a beach theme party could feature cocktails and fruit salads, while a 1950s theme party could have things like burgers and milkshakes, going down the grease route there. But drinks for everyone. Provide both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Remember, not everybody drinks. These type of people are few and far between, but just remember that not everybody drinks alcohol. Consider things like fun mocktails for these type of people. And for kids, fruit punches, smoothies, and things like that always seem to go down really, really well at birthday parties. Make sure that you've got your birthday cake. Don't forget the birthday cake. Whoever's birthday it is, they'll hate you for years if you forget this. Choose a flavor and design again that matches the birthday person's personality. Find out what they like. Do they like chocolates? That makes sense. If you want to try and save some money on the party menu and drinks, make your own cake. Auntie Hilda might do that for you if she's got time. But always try and plan these things ahead. Finalize your menu in advance and order cakes or catering services early to avoid last minute stress. Create your guest list, massively important. Again, you don't want anybody attending the event that the birthday party, man or boy or woman or Auntie Hilda doesn't like. So make sure you create a guest list. I always use a tool called Google Sheets when I'm creating a guest list, so I can note down all the names, their email addresses, telephone numbers. The reason why I do the emails and the telephone numbers is just to remind them a few weeks before the event that there's a party coming up. We've already sent the invitations, or we're about to send the invitations. But yeah, it's always good to have their contact details. Again, massively important. Send out your invitations. Don't forget this. Obviously, you want people to come to the event. You've spent a lot of time, some hard work, dedication, organising this event. Choose an invitation style that matches your party or theme. Ensure to communicate all the essential details, things like the date, the time, the venue theme, if applicable, and any special instructions on the day of the event. So, for example, if there's the theme or a fancy dress, make sure people know. Online invitations are really, really cost effective. So, again, if you're trying to keep it within a budget, online invitations are the way to go. They allow for easy tracking for RSVPs as well. For more formal events, paper invitations, they might be preferred. I would always recommend sending invitations 4 to 6 weeks before the party. Include a method for your guests to RSVP. If it's an online, invitation or a digital invitation that you send, and they can just click a button, and you'll get that all that information. I'm going to do another video on the digital invitations actually, because there's loads of software out there now that you can actually use. Obviously, you're going to need to know who's coming, so make sure that everybody's RSVPs. If they don't, just pop them a text over, give them a call, and just find out who can and can't make the actual party itself. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's kind of how a brief overview of how to plan a birthday party. I hope you got a little bit of value from this. This is again, it's for smaller birthday parties, bigger birthday parties, and castles and things like that. We can do another one of them type of videos, but hopefully this will just give you a kind of a rough guide, a template of how to plan a birthday party, how to stay organised. I'm going to upload this to YouTube. I'm also going to put it on our website as well. We've also got a guide on the website as well, how to plan a birthday party if you prefer to consume content that way. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for listening, and we'll be in touch soon. Cheers, guys.